Welcome to another episode of ADVChina.
We're on a boat.
More like a ferry.
A ferry. Not that kind of ferry.
Actually, no, a ferry is a boat.
A ferry is a boat. That's great. What are we talking about today?
We're talking about the history of ADVChina, and we've got obviously a big landmark that we just passed a while ago. 200,000 subscribers. We're sitting at about 225,000 at the moment. Somewhere around there.
It's a massive, massive deal for us because it wasn't that long ago that we actually started the channel, but it's been so consistent, so much fun, and we've had such a blast making it and like building a community around these awesome motorcycle adventures that we've had and TV shows around it and everything. It's been really awesome.
Absolutely. Well, we thought we'd give you a bit of a history and tell you more or less how ADVChina started. So how did we think of the idea of the whole motorcycle thing, and and we're going to talk about some of our upcoming projects and some of the challenges we've had along the way.
Yeah.
So without messing around, let's just talk about how we came up with the idea.
Sure.
Now, I started my channel, SerpentZA, doing motor vlogs, basically. It was back in the day.
That's what I found,
yeah, early days of the internet, well, early days of YouTube, where that was a thing. And I enjoyed doing it, but you know what, like, that wasn't the direction my channel was really going in. People didn't really want that, so I kind of stopped doing it.
Sure.
You were doing that too.
Yeah, I feel like when people would watch the videos, the views would drop off.
Yeah.
And those people would be like, hey, can you stop riding motorcycles around? And then when you stop doing it, they're like, hey, I missed that.
Well, I mean, we kind of came to an idea that we shouldn't be putting motorcycle content on our channels because it was actually just driving traffic away.
Right.
But then we went, like, cutting a long story short, we did our first documentary, Conquering Southern China. And we got these intercom systems, basically, so that we could do it. And it was during, like, our little testing of the intercom systems that, I don't know if it was you or me, but we came up with the idea together that, like, why don't we make this into like a talk show?
We had so much opportunity getting in each other's heads because we were like telling each other like 12 to 16 hours a day on these intercoms, and we were like, what if we just filmed this? I'd never seen anyone do that before, had you?
Yeah, so we thought, like, how about we make an adventure talk show on two wheels?
Right. So it's almost like a podcast, you know?
Yeah, except the nice thing about it is people get to see the scenery and you know, we could talk about what we're seeing. And it's pretty unique because I had never seen that before.
When I've heard us mentioned in podcasts and magazines and stuff, people are always kind of like, this is a really cool way to see other stuff go by and stuff happen, like real life happen as they talk about issues. And that's kind of why ADV ended up taking off, though, is we talked about stuff that maybe we wouldn't normally talk about on our channels as well, like more societal issues and stuff, and hot button issues people want to talk about. And it got dicey. It got dicey. It does still sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
We get targeted a lot.
It's a good outlet for me because on my channel I try to keep it as neutral and as sort of like down the middle as possible, and I don't often air my personal views as strongly as I can when we have a yeah, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But what are some of the challenges do you think we've faced doing our videos?
Geez, I mean, for one thing, definitely the traffic and stuff. It's just kind of really precarious to talk to each other and have in-depth conversations while we're riding through China. This is dangerous, but mostly it's the kind of feedback we get from the locals for some of the issues that they don't want talked about, especially like the Wumaos and things like that. So we've had death threats and all that kind of stuff, and a lot of it's been surrounding ADV, not so much our channels.
Yeah, we get it from everywhere. You're right. ADV is a bit of a hot button. You know, it's one of those channels where they like to focus on.
Right. What about you? What do you think is the hardest thing?
Yeah, you know, look, editing it is a pain in the ass.
I'm dead serious right now. We're editing this as we speak on the side of the bay, Hong Kong Bay over there, right?
People don't understand, and that's the next thing we're going to talk about is the gear we use, because we get that question all the time. There's a video about it, but we may as well update you.
Right.
Editing is really difficult, especially the audio. I have to sit there and it takes me 2 hours or something just to get the audio right before I even start with the actual editing of each episode. Because I do all the on the bikes.
Yeah, for everyone wondering, if you watch every other week, there's off the bikes and on the bikes, right?
People are always like, oh, finally you guys are back on the bikes. Right. What are you talking about? Every second week.
Every second week.
Yeah.
So I edit all the off the bikes and Winston does all the on the bikes. That's kind of our task. And we both know the challenges that goes into that. Editing, it's a major task on both of our channels and ADV.
That's why we have to take days off during the week. Monday and Tuesday we get together and we actually do the editing, which is pretty sweet.
Help each other out.
Yeah.
And stuff.
So we're going to talk about our gear. We're busy pulling into the ferry port. So once we've disembarked, we'll basically continue.
Okay.
Let me get this ferry coming in. So probably the biggest question we get is, how do we talk to each other while we ride? Well, we use an intercom system.
Right.
It's old. It was new when we got it.
Yeah.
But we use the Sena SMH-10Rs.
Right.
Great little intercoms. They work for about like a half a mile or so,
Right.
distance.
Right.
And it's just like a radio intercom.
A lot of people thought that we were recording through them when we explained that. We're like,
No.
So we're actually running GoPros the entire time with microphones, and that's a pain. Why don't you explain that?
Yeah. So basically, in the beginning when we started this whole project, we were using GoPro Hero 4s. Right? 4 silver or something.
Right.
And I mean, they were not bad because you can plug a microphone directly into them with a little dongle.
Right.
Like a tiny little thing.
The converter.
But when we got the GoPro Hero 5s, we found out you need this massive big adapter to plug in a microphone, and it's, first of all, very difficult to mount on a helmet.
It doesn't have a mount. We had to glue it.
Yeah, I had to like key and glue the thing. On top of that, it causes the GoPro to hang periodically. That's why we're always checking, are you recording?
We've lost probably like 10 episodes due to this.
Yeah, like really good ones too.
Right.
I think we go down.
And we just lose hope.
Yeah.
Because we're out there in like 40-degree heat, sweating, we're like, it just hung.
Yeah.
You're like, no!
And it might not only hang, it sometimes just cuts the audio out.
Right.
So you have no audio.
Right.
It's so annoying. So then what happens is we're talking to each other onto the intercoms, but it's the 2 different GoPros that actually record the audio.
Right.
And then what we do is we, basically get those the footage from each GoPro, and then I synchronize them, and we go from there.
Right.
Where the hell is this place? I think it's probably down there.
Sorry, it is hot, guys.
It is crazy. Anyway, so that's how we talk to each other. That's how we record the footage. So we're using GoPro Hero 5s. We've just upgraded to Hero 6s. We haven't used them yet, though.
Nope.
So
hopefully that works out.
That's actually the next part of what we're going to talk about is we've got a massive new adventure. That's why we're meeting each other here into Hong Kong, because we're about to fly out of Hong Kong, and we're going to be showing you guys something really super special.
Don't want to give away too much.
No. You
guys are going to love
And don't worry, it is China
Yeah.
related, so it's China related. You guys are going to love it. You're going to see a whole bunch of new awesome scenery, and just get ready for a whole new sort of side of ADVChina. Same sort of stuff, but
just enough difference to keep it interesting.
Absolutely. So what else were we going to talk about? Anything? Hong Kong's hot.
Hong Kong is hot. I don't really want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Don't know, guys. I just want to say thanks to everyone out there that have been there the whole way, and especially the new guys that came along. Welcome to the channel.
Absolutely welcome, and we love the fact that you guys are watching us and giving us feedback. It's one of our most favorite things to do is all these sort of adventures, riding motorcycles. We love it, and we're so happy to see that there are people out there that appreciate what we do.
Agreed.
So I guess we'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah.
And I did want to say something about the next video.
Okay.
We're going to be showing a kind of a behind the scenes of during conquering northern China, because obviously we're about to fly out, so next week we're going to be filming something.
Right.
So what we've got planned is we've got some behind the scenes footage to show you of conquering northern China, of how we took a ferry there.
Right.
But it's very different to taking a ferry here.
It's very different.
All right, so guys, thanks for watching. Can't wait to see you next time. And anything you'd like to say before we sign off?
Whether you guys have been there since the beginning or you're new subscribers and you want to catch up on all the backlog, I hope you guys enjoy doing so. And if not, I hope you enjoyed the new episodes that are about to come up. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
And whether you watch Lao 86, SerpentZA, or ADVChina, or all of them, we love you all the same. So, until next time, you know the drill. Stay awesome.
When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind